Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here at the range tonight, doing a little bit of goofing around. Got a brand new addition to the uh, powder burner collection. If you guys haven't been following my channel for too long, you may not realize, but I actually kind of started out my firearm collecting career, collecting milsurps, which branched off into milsurp 22s, which branched off into vintage, all sorts of vintage 22s, but really did start out with milsurps, Mosin Nagants and Mausers and stuff like that back in the early days. I have had a Norinco military version SKS for a number of years now, guessing probably about 10 years now. I bought it quite a while ago. Definitely definitely before 2013, so it was quite a while ago. But I have been looking for one of these. Well, I wanted to get a couple other SKSs. They've got Czech, Yugoslavian, and Russian, Chinese. I'm not sure what else, but the only one I've owned so far is the Chinese. So I found this one for what is a good price on today's market. A couple of years ago, it would have seemed outrageous, but I'm not going to say how much that was. But it's in really nice shape for one that I believe was a military arsenaled weapon. But we have a Yugoslavian 5966 or M5966, and although they were, what I've read said this should have been designated as an M5966A. This one does not have an A after the model number. I don't know if they didn't ever put the A on there, but a little bit of history. Let's do a flyby on it first before we get too much further into it. It is the bolt is back, the chamber is empty, so we are safe. So here is your bolt and your magazine right here. Ladder type sight. It does have a bayonet. I'll show you that in a couple of minutes. It does have a grenade launching spigot on the front here. Pretty cool. And it also has a gas cutoff and grenade launching sight on the front here. I haven't really researched on how that actually works, but we'll do a little bit of research on it and do. This is just getting it out and shaking it down, plinking it a little bit. But here is the other side. So the bayonet, pretty standard blade type bayonet. The Norinco one I have has like a oh, what do they call that? I don't remember what they call. It's kind of a four-posted, almost like looks like a Phillips head screwdriver type of deal. All right, come on, there we go. But some people say you like to shoot those with the bayonet extended, and I am finding that it is shooting a little bit left, or actually a little bit right, so I have to hold off to the left to hit. So maybe we'll try it with a few shots with and without the bayonet out, but we're going to go ahead and shoot some shots at both 50 yards. I've got a target at 50 yards. I've got a steel plate at 50 yards. And then we've got a steel plate at 100 yards. Actually, it's like 117 according to my night vision scope that I had out here a couple of weeks ago. I know that the row of targets in the back there are actually 100 meters, which is, you know, more than 100 yards. So, and that plate is farther back, another 5 or 10 yards back from those 100-meter targets too. So this is one of those ones that you definitely want to have hearing protection in. She's a feisty beast, but I have a whole 50 cal tin full of Tula FMJ. So whole day's worth of fun, right? But let's go ahead and load this up. I do have some stripper clips for this, but I do have several cans of that ammo, and I grabbed the wrong one without the stripper clips in it. So we're loading it one at a time for tonight. Does hold 10 rounds, so extending the fun. But let's start out by starting it off right. Pating! All right, I forget it's not a bolt action semi-auto, so all right, let's put a couple of shots on the splatter burst, hopefully. Take a look. All right, I did make a little tiny adjustment with the elevation there, and it seems to have kind of corrected the elevation differences I was seeing before. Let's do a couple more there. Now I'm hitting just about where I'm aiming as far as windage too, though. All right, I have the camera positioned, so I should be able to zoom you guys into the 100-yard target as well. Hit. Hit. So there's a little one out there. I'm kind of probably stretching myself a little thin. Let's see if we can hit that little one. No. I think I'll go back to the big one. No problem there. All right, so one thing I want to do here, I want to do a special can cut. This will be for all the marbles on Hasbro's can cut challenge. I do have a can sitting on top of actually I have two of them there, but I have a can sitting on top of the board at 50 yards, and we'll see how many shots it takes me to cut that can. If I hit it. Well, I can't see where my bullets are missing. Let me take a peek, see if I'm... Yeah, it looks like I was hitting off to the right of it. All right, let's load up another 10 here and keep going. Just getting started. Tons of fun though. I don't have too many semi-automatic milsurps. I have a lot of bolt action, older bolt action milsurps. 1903 Springfield, several Mosin Nagants. I do have the predecessor to this gun, which was the Yugoslavian M48. And that's a nice 8mm Mauser type bolt action. Very nice gun. What else do I have? I don't even remember. I guess that was 10. Maybe I put too many in there. I don't know. All right, let's see. Let's go for that can again. There There it is. I'll go grab that in a minute after I finish this mag full up here. All right, let's hit the 50-yard plate again. No problem. Ooh, I knocked the other can down. I knew I was going to do that. All right, back out to 100. Oh, hit off to the right. Ah. Oh, now I'm missing it. What's going on here? I was hitting it so good. Getting anxious here. That's what's going on. All right. Hitting just in front of it. Well, that's not very impressive, is it? Let me go grab that can, see if I cut it in half. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back. That was a lot of fun. Didn't quite cut it in half, but hydro shock is a lot of fun. But did a pretty good number on it though. Almost completely split it in two. But the other can, I thought it just knocked off because of it was sitting up on top of the board that the 50-yard steel plate is sitting on, and I thought it had just like wiggled and knocked it off, but actually it looks like shrapnel rising up from that steel plate actually hit this can and blew a big hole in it. So lots of fun. All right, let's do some more shooting. Shoot at least a couple more magfuls here, right? We got time. Got to hit that 100-yard plate at least one more time. This is by no means my end-all be-all video for this gun. Definitely plan on bringing out my Norinco, which I really love shooting as well, and we'll do a head-to-head with it for sure. That's 9, and that's 10. So didn't finish the story earlier. The little bit of research I've been able to do on this gun, I was talking about the M59 66A1 was the very last pattern that they came out with. This actually has iridium sights. The rear blade has iridium. I'm sure it doesn't glow anymore, but iridium painted on the rear blade. And then the front sight actually has a single post there, and then there's another flip-up post right there with a little white dot of iridium on it that you can flip down and flip out of the way. So you could use that for night shooting. But let's go ahead and... All right, let's hit the... so I'm hitting right where I expect I'm hitting on the 50-yard gong now. Having a little... I need to get that "you got jammed" meme that Kentucky Ballistics uses. I don't shoot a lot of semi-automatics though, so I had a pretty big collection of semi-automatic 22s, but I sold almost all of them a couple years ago, several years ago now. Wow, that thing whacks with some authority. All right, let's go back to 100. I don't know if I just peppered it with dirt or if I hit it. It didn't sound like a hit. There it is. All right, so I'm hitting a little lower than I was before. I did make an adjustment to the elevation though. Yeah, there we go. So I was definitely hitting low. There's some consistency there. Oh, a miss at 50. There we are. I'm sure it would have been a minute of bad guy hit for sure. Some pretty good consistency there. Had one miss at 50 yards, but that was just me. I think I still got to hold a little to the left. I need to figure out how to make some windage adjustment here. Let me try. I'll try pulling the bayonet out and see if that helps at all with our point of impact. Maybe it was zeroed with the bayonet out. I don't know. So before I load around, we'll put the bayonet out. So the bayonet is below the barrel, so but sometimes that can change your harmonics and stuff. So all right, let's go back to 50. Let's go on to the splatter burst. Well, I think that shot that I just shot was right in the middle of the target, which is exactly where I was aiming. I wasn't aiming off to the left at all. So maybe there is something to having these with the bayonet out. Ah. There it is. Still seems to be needing just a little bit of right windage, or left windage, I mean. Back to 50. 50 again. I think I got one more. Let's go back out to 100. Yeah. Last round hold open, so I'm still going. Back to 100 again. There we go. Can't leave on a miss. I was hoping I would hit it so we can cut this one off, but there you go. That is my our first look at my new Yugoslavian. Now, what I've read was these were made by Zastava, which is a big Czechoslovakian, arms manufacturer. Was a big Czechoslovakian or Yugoslavian, sorry, Yugoslavian. But I can't find any evidence of who manufactured this anywhere on here. So, but I'll do more research and we'll have another video on it. If you guys got any extra information you'd like to lend and let me know about this guy, I'd really appreciate it. Really cool addition. Do one more flyby with it and then we'll get going. Really cool. There's the bayonet all extended on it. Again, the mag is empty. The bolt is open. There's the grenade launcher spigot. And let's see, one more time. Ooh, barrel's hot. There's the grenade launcher sight and the gas cutoff. All right, my wife texts me, wants me to bring home some milk, so got to get going. Hope you guys liked the video. Until next time, have a great day.